Welcome back on the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network. And we're joined now by Bethany, sophomore Makenzee Mason. Makenzee, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Makenzee, it's been another exciting season for Bethany, and really, in a way, kind of a Cinderella story for Bethany to see the team rise up this season and some big wins against Grove City and W&J along the way. What do wins like that do for the confidence of the team?
For us, it makes our confidence skyrise. We've always struggled against them, and I think there's that kind of like going into it, you're like, oh, this is W&J. But this year we kind of just, told ourselves like we're going to go have fun and see where we are at the end of the night.
Individually, you've had a great season as well. You rank 5th in the league in scoring, 2nd in free throw percentage. How do you feel the season's gone for you?
I think it's gone pretty good. A little slow start, just trying to find my groove back. But with Lindsay and Ashley and Kelsey and Taylor, they all have my back and are like, you got it. Like, just calm down, play your game. You'll be fine.
Last season, you made a splash as a freshman. You were named the PAC Newcomer of the Year, 2nd team All-PAC as well. How meaningful was it for you to receive that type of recognition in your freshman season?
A lot. For me, I never really thought that I was going to play college basketball until my junior year. I played AAU, and then senior year was kind of affected by COVID. So coming in and getting that kind of recognition, it kind of just ties all my dreams together. Like, I'm here, I'm doing this, and just motivation to keep going.
And following your freshman season, and we've seen this with any newcomer of the year, that the league then adjusts defensively to focus their attention on that player. How have you seen that from opposing teams, and also how have you adjusted to that?
The Pac does a really great job of scouting and watching film. And so this summer I really worked on like jump shots and threes, because everyone knows my game's getting to the basket and trying to get that foul and getting to the line. So this summer I really worked on upping my game and expanding what I do as a player.
In the addition of some great freshman players, and Lindsay Garrison in particular, she leads the league in scoring, has been a big boost to this Bethany team. With you being more of a slasher to the rim and she being more of an outside threat, how do you two work in tandem?
When I drive, it's very easy for her to get open, and like that lane just expands so much. So with having her and Ashley on the outside, when I drive, it's like the Red Sea, because they're so focused on getting out to her that it helps me a lot too.
And prior to Bethany, you played both basketball and soccer at Bloom Carroll High School, where you won a bevy of championships. You were named the Lancaster Eagle Gazette Female Athlete of the Year as well. Tell us about your experience in high school and how much fun that was.
Playing with my team was probably the most fun. It was just like a community, such a small community that we had, everyone in the stands. So being able to play in front of my friends, family, teachers, and mentors, it really like an experience.
And as far as basketball goes, you won 2 district titles, one of which was the first in program history. So, how neat was it to be a part of the first district championship at Bloom Carroll?
It was very neat. I still remember that night like it was yesterday. The emotions, like just tears flooded of happy and enjoyment. And then putting that year up on the banner in the gym, it's an experience that I'll never forget.
Some of your past coaches have described you as a very determined player with a great will to win, will her team to victory. And we've seen that with you at Bethany College as well, with our coverage on the PAC Sports Network. How would you describe yourself as an athlete and your refuse to lose type of attitude?
Yes, I hate to lose. Losing just leaves like this sour taste in my mouth that just drives me to be better. And I don't like when my teammates feel down. So when they're feeling down, like about a loss, I'm like, all right, we need this one. Like we need this win. So I would say my teammates drive me the most.
And a couple of weeks ago, we had Coach Sansom on the air with us for one of our broadcasts, and we talked with him about the Raise the Standard moniker that's been adopted for this season. What does Raise the Standard mean from the player's perspective?
For us, it just means every day being better than the day before, whether that be on the court or in the classroom. We know that after basketball, the stuff we do will lead us to being successful in life.
Because of adjustments due to COVID, a lot of teams have been playing 3 games a week this season, Bethany, especially as of late. How has the team handled that from maybe an endurance perspective, a patience perspective? Playing 3 games a week is a lot, of course. So, how has Bethany adjusted to that?
Well, we actually had a power outage not too long ago. So we had a couple days to get our legs back. But I think when the first week hit, it was like, oh, wow, like our legs are really tired. But now that it's been like a consistent thing, it's like, okay, I can do this. Like, I'm not tired. Just keep going, keep pushing. Like, you only get so many games and so many practices with your team. So that really fuels us to just work hard.
I have a background in minor league baseball as a broadcaster. I know sometimes a rainout is the best thing that can happen to a team. So maybe a power outage will work as well in basketball. We'll take it. As far as your studies, you're just a sophomore yet, but tell us about your major and plans for the future.
I'm a psychology major, and I'm kind of undecided of which way I want to go. If I want to go into sports psychology and like work with athletes, or if I want to go into counseling and help vets.
That's Makenzee Mason, the great sophomore player for the Bethany Bison. Makenzee, it's been fun to watch you play thus far. We look forward to seeing a couple of more years of you playing. And thanks so much for your time and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We'll have more coming up in a moment on the PAC Sports Network.